Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jupiter James and this is Astro Motivation, where I awaken the astrologer within you and aim to give you a little inspiration and motivation per unique placement within your birth chart. You know, I really do feel that before time of iPhones and iPads and this and that, we were a culture and a society that were better able to look up at the stars and understand exactly where our dreams were and how to get them. And so if that sounds good to you, let's go ahead and get into it. Today I'm excited to bring you all a very interesting topic, and that is around money blockages within a birth chart, okay, or within your birth chart, okay? If you are someone in life that no matter how hard you work, no matter what you negotiate, no matter what you do, money just seems to flee from you, or you aren't able to access it or maintain it, there can be an astrological reason why, and there can be some pathways forward to solve it, okay? And so within this video, I'm going to offer you some telltale signs that you can look through within your birth chart to see if you have some of these money blockages within your chart, and hopefully and potentially offer you some pathways forward, okay? So without further ado, go ahead and grab your birth chart and let's dive deep. So to begin, let's say you have a Saturn in your second house of your birth chart. No matter what the sign that your second house holds within your birth chart, if you have Saturn in that second house, it's going to show that your money isn't just something that's accidental or something that is hard for you to make, or you're in the wrong job. This is quite literally a soul karmic lesson and block for you. But do know that it is in your destiny to push past this energy. And so whenever you have a Saturn in the second house, do know that the core issue here is all about self-worth. It's all about scarcity mindset. And it is also about you coming to terms to figure out with what you truly want in life. Okay. And when you figure those things out, this should open up the gateways for you to be able to make more money for yourself. Now, remember, astrology is highly specific, and your karmic lesson and your pathway forward to money can vary and change depending on what sign your Saturn is in that second house, okay? But I do know that overall, when you have a Saturn in second house, one of the core elements and one of the fundamental karmic lessons that you are meant to learn in this lifetime is self-worth. It is also important for you to learn self-sufficiency and your ability to figure out truly what you want for yourself, because when you truly know what you want, you are then able to know where to go. Does that make sense? Okay, so that is, you know, one of my first obvious signs. Now, of course, let me know in the comments below what your Saturn is in. What sign is your Saturn in the second house? And if you write that in the comments below, I'll let you know exactly what your karmic lesson and pathway forward to money and wealth is for you. But that is, if I were to see a Saturn in the second house in whatever sign it is, I automatically know this person has had a tough go with money since childhood. You know, since they were born, money has just been hard. Stability has been hard. Security has been hard for them to come by and to maintain in life, okay? This is going to be the same sentiment that is true if you have a Saturn in Taurus. No matter where your Saturn in Taurus may be in your birth chart, this is going to offer that same effect a little bit as well, where you will be someone that in life kind of has a hard go at finding your ability to find security, money, resources, stability in life, okay? And it just requires you to do the exact remedy that I just said, which is you figuring out how to become more self-sufficient, learning self-worth, learning to figure out what it is you want for yourself, okay? The next one would be, let's dive deeper into the Taurus energy now that we're on the subject, right? So let's say you have your Taurus sign in your birth chart and it is placed in your 12th house. That would show that there can be a loss of stability, a loss of security, a loss of money with this energy, or money and security is hard to come by. It can feel it's hard to materialize with this energy, okay? But do know that there is a path forward. It would just require a deeper look within your chart. And do know that when you have a Taurus in the 12th house, there is an energy around this where your money needs to become soulfully aligned, okay? You need to become soulfully aligned to your money when your Taurus is in the 12th house. Now, also, let's say you have a Taurus in the 10th house, right? That can bring a journey forward where there's a lot of hard work to maintain security and money for yourself. And money usually gets better for yourself, God willing, if there's nothing impacting that Taurus 10th house, it gets better after the age of 30, 35, okay? Also, if you have a Taurus in the 11th house, money comes a little bit later in the future, and it may come through others. It may come through your affiliates, your networks, okay? You finding the properly aligned communities for yourself. Building community is going to be how you make money in this lifetime, okay? And again, this can vary and change depending on what is sitting in that 11th house, or what is sitting in your 10th house, or what is sitting in your 12th house. So we have to be cognizant of this, that astrology is highly specific and highly prescriptive, okay? It's no size, like it's not an all size fits all type of energy. It's just not, okay? But this is offering you that pathway to see what in your chart is blocking that money, okay? And offering you a little bit of that roadmap to kind of get over it a little bit, okay? Or push through it, okay? The next telltale indicators in a chart would be if you have a Scorpio in the 2nd house, okay? Or a Pluto in the 2nd house. OMG, you know, this is gonna, again, you're gonna want a lot of control over that money. You're gonna be someone that holds tightly to those funds, but the tighter you hold, the quicker the money leaves, it feels like, with this energy. You will find that there's always this evolution within your security, your money, your finances, and this is going to be an energy that you are learning to deal with in this lifetime, okay? When you have that Scorpio and Pluto in the 2nd house, it's quite a transformative journey to your wealth and to your prosperity with this energy, okay? Yeah. Now, let me know if there are any unique points or planets within that 2nd house. Let me know in the comments below, and I'll write back to you what could be going on within that Scorpio energy in your 2nd house, okay? Or what could be connecting to that Pluto in your 2nd house. Let me know in the comments below, or what sign your Pluto in the 2nd house is in. Let me know in the comments below, because that will definitely alter the analysis and the diagnosis of what exactly is the pathway forward for you to make your way to more money in this lifetime and find stability for yourself, okay? But that is an extreme blockage. When you have a Pluto in the 2nd, a Scorpio in the 2nd, it can show that from birth, okay? You have been born into a life where money has just been hard to come by since you were a kid, since you were a child with this energy. And that may be the story that you carry on into your adulthood, but do know that that is not forever. That is not permanent, and that it is in your destiny to push past it. Okay. You just have to know how. Moving forward would be if you have a Saturn in Aquarius. A lot of people don't know this. I've seen a lot of charts. Okay. I look at a lot of charts. Okay. And whenever I see someone who has a Saturn in Aquarius energy, money can be tied up for them for the future. Okay. But again, it requires them to build community, find the properly aligned networks, the properly aligned organizations, the properly aligned communities to be a part of in order to gain that money for themselves. Okay. Because what a lot of people don't know is that Aquarian energy, or 11th house energy, is your money for the future. It's your long-term wealth, your retirement funds, things like that. And when you have a Saturn in your 11th house, Saturn in Aquarius, no matter where it is in your chart, you're gonna find that money is a journey towards it, and it's kind of locked up for the future. You have money locked up for the future, but you're still supposed to be working towards it in the now, if that makes sense, so that you ensure money is coming to you through the future. Okay. So this is that type of energy. All right. Moving forward, another telltale sign, if I were to look at a chart and see if someone has a little bit of a money block within their chart, would be if they have a North Node in the 2nd house. Okay, North Node, again, it is your soul destiny to figure out how to become self-sufficient in this lifetime. Okay, when you have that South Node in the 8th, you may be someone that wants to rely on others, wants to rely on outside circumstances and forces to help you with money, relies on relationships for money, relies on help from government entities, things like that, you know, marriage, again, outside forces and circumstances to help you with money. But no matter how hard you try, or no matter how, you know, lucky you may get, it doesn't give you the full satisfaction of that security, that money that you want for yourself. Because in this lifetime, you are meant to learn, with that North Node going into your 2nd house, how to become self-sufficient, how to make money for yourself with this energy. And depending on the sign that your North Node is in, would offer the analysis as to how you are meant to make that money for yourself. But do know that in this lifetime, that is going to be your soul's mission and destiny, to learn to do that for yourself with that North Node in the 2nd house. Let me know what your North Node is in. Is it in Gemini? Is it in Scorpio? Is it in Capricorn? Whatever it may be, let me know, and let me know in the comments below, and I'll let you know exactly what your soul mission is in life, how to make money for yourself. Okay. Another one would be if you have a Saturn conjunct Venus, okay, that's a definite one. That's also a little bit of a karmic story that is happening there, that there can, remember, Venus is not just love. Venus is not just the planet of love and relationships, harmony and balance. Venus also dictates your money in your chart, okay? And so if your money planet is blocked by the karmic block planet of Saturn, that's going to offer a little bit of a money block there, okay? And again, we would need to look at where your Saturn and Venus is located in the chart and what sign it is in, okay? Write that in the comments below. But yes, it is a karmic journey for sure. You are here to learn how to establish your values and stand 10 toes down for what you believe in and what you choose in life, okay? If I can just give you that framework there, no matter what sign it is in, that is going to be the core lesson there, to stand on business for what you believe in, what you value, to choose it and to honor it and to walk in it, right? And through that, more money comes, okay? Moving forward. Another popular money block that can be seen within the chart is if you were to have Capricorn in your second house. Capricorn, as we know, is the great taskmaster sign of the zodiac, okay? Wherever Capricorn is, it offers delay for the first 30 years of life. And so you might find that when you have a Capricorn in the second house, you may have been born into a situation where money was hard to come by, that it's not just something that happens in adult life, but it's something you were born into. And so through this energy, you may have to confront inner worth blockages. You may have to confront self-worth blockages. You may have to confront money scarcity blockages within who you are and how you feel about money in order for you to find money for yourself. But do know that this is, again, it reminds me of the Saturn and Venus conjunction, or it reminds me of the North Node in the second house type of lesson and assignment, where you are here to learn how to become self-sufficient and disciplined within your money and how you make it. And in doing so, you will find that you are able to make great wealth for yourself with this placement. It just is a little bit of a delay. And so I would be curious to know, where is your Saturn placed in your birth chart? Because that will also show you where you were meant to make money, and it'll also show you some remedies as to where money can be found for you, okay? Let's get into a little bit more of an advanced technique, okay? Now, let's say you have your second lord in the 10th house, your second lord in the 11th house, or your second lord in the 12th house. This is going to show a little bit of a blockage within money, okay? And what I mean by that is, like, let's say you have I'm just throwing an example out there. Let's say you have a Taurus in your second house. What is the ruling planet of Taurus? It's Venus. So if Venus is in the 12th house, the 10th house, or the 11th house, that would show a blockage in money, okay? But really, it's not a block. It just shows that it's tied up for the future. It's tied up through hard work in the 10th house. It's tied up through aligning yourself to the proper communities and organizations in the 11th house. And it is a spiritual journey for yourself in the 12th house, all right? And this can be worked out through any sign in your second house. So if you have Aries, Mars is that ruler. See if Mars is in the 10th. See if Mars is in the 11th. See if Mars is in the 12th. If you have Gemini in the second house, let's say Mercury is in the 10th. Mercury is in the 11th. Mercury is in the 12th. So on and so forth, okay? But let me know if this all resonates with you. Let me know if you have any of these placements that I described, and if you have had a little bit of a transformative journey within your money story in life, okay? And also, provide more details within the comments below for your particular chart placements, and maybe even offer some of the placements or planets that you've heard can block money a little bit. Write that in the comments. Oh, there's another one before I forget. Chiron. If you have Chiron in the second house or Chiron in Taurus, there's going to be a definite money block there, okay? And it requires you to heal that spiritual wound. Chiron is a spiritual wound in the birth chart, okay? It looks like a little key. And so if Chiron is in Taurus, if Chiron is in the second house, okay, it's going to definitely give that energy of a little bit of a money block, but it requires you to develop a a healthier self-worth, okay, to really establish what it is that you are worth in life, because your net worth your self-worth becomes your net worth with this energy, okay? But again, let me know your placements. Let me know if you have heard about any rumors or whispers in the astrological community about some placements that you heard could block money. Write those in the comments below. Do know that these are not the only money blockaged placements or placements that show money blockages. These are just the ones that I can offer to you within this tiny video here on YouTube, and so that the masses could understand. But without further ado, I am wishing you all the best, much prosperity and abundance. You take care and be blessed. Bye.